Hello, my name is Ido Kotler. I'm from Israel. I'm a business analyst and TrackWise consultant. I want to show you an application I made especially for all of you out there, TrackWise consultant and TrackWise developers, and of course also TrackWise validators. Okay, the name of the application is Check It Out. Let's log in. Great. So this is the main window. In the middle, you can see a predefined TrackWise environment. Later on, I'll show you how easy it is to add another environment. I choose TrackWise Dev. Now, the application has two main features, analyze data and analyze flow. I would like to start with analyze flow. Okay, we can see the application is now looking at the TrackWise development environment. Inside we see two sites, and in each site we see the set of processes that were configured for this site. Let's expand one of the processes. Let's take a Kappa process, for example. So inside you see the set of roles that exist for this process. For example, we see the Kappa full permission and Kappa quality engineer, Kappa view only, originator, and so on. Let's look at some other processes. Investigation, complaint. Great. When I click on one of the roles, I get some additional data on the right side of the screen. On the upper bar, I can see here some properties that are relevant to a Kappa quality engineer. This is very familiar properties. Definitely, if you are a TrackWise developers, you probably know these. So a Kappa quality engineer can open and create children and post activities and so on. Kappa originator with different set of properties. Below is the process itself. This is a clear and accurate view of the process. Okay, we can see inside the states and the activities going from open to close cancel through cancel activity, or going from open to pending Kappa plan, pending plan approval, till close done. Green arrow means that Kappa quality engineers are allowed to perform this activity and take the process from open to close cancel. Locker means this is a closed for editing state. Family icon means can create children state, and much more. Let's take another process, for example. Investigation. Very simple and accurate presentation of the process. If you are a TrackWise developer, this is a great tool to track your configuration, see how you build the process step by step. For TrackWise Validator, this is an excellent tool to go over the configuration, make sure it fits the requirements step by step, using different roles instead of having a group in one room, group of employees that need to push the process in TrackWise step by step. Now you can, at your desk, look at the processes. For TrackWise Project Manager, this is also an excellent tool to see how your developers progress during the development phase. I want to tell you about a nice story that one of my clients did with this tool. She was a trainer for this company, and what she did, she was a TrackWise trainer, and what she did is to export some of the processes here to a PDF. And print it out as a training material to her users. So for example, she gave her quality engineers the Kappa process, printed out for them, and now every time a new process arrived to them, they could easily see where are they in the process, what's left, what is the next step, what are they allowed to do, and so on. And I heard it was a big success. Nice. Okay, let's go back to our main window. Now I want to show you the other feature, which is analyze data. Okay, this is a little bit heavier process than the analyze flow. In the meantime, you are more than welcome to copy my details over here and shoot me an email or call me if you want to hear more details about this application and other stuff that I do. You can also find me in LinkedIn as Ido Kotler. Okay, a few more seconds. Great. So analyze data actually creates an Excel file. So this is the main navigation tab of the Excel file. Over here you can see all our processes. Let's go back to our Kappa process. Great, you see that we are looking at Kappa right now. This is the Kappa form or config form, as they like to call it in Sparta, in TrackWise. So if you have ever been in a TrackWise workshop, you are probably familiar with this type of Excel format. Let's dive in and see what's here. So this Excel is dealing with the data fields of the process. Okay, not with the process flow, but with the process data field. Over here you can see the data field exactly the way the users see them when they logged into TrackWise and open a new Kappa. So if you open, for this configuration, if you open a Kappa project in TrackWise, you'll see 3 pages. The first page will be a general information, later on follow up, and the last page is e-signatures. The first page is divided to 3 sections, yes, which are also general information, Kappa details, and info from parent. The third column is the actual data fields in each of the sections. So for general information, we can see an originator field, which is a person field, date open, which is a date time field, assigned to, and so on. And this is exactly the way it is in TrackWise. The yellow cell over here pointing to the process states. So we have open, work in progress, close down, close cancel, and so on. This is kind of a matrix. For each of the states, you can see 2 columns. The first column is the required field. So you can easily tell what are the required fields to get into work in progress. The second column is the locked field. And now you can tell what fields were locked for editing in this state. This is very basic and familiar TrackWise configuration. When I was running the project, I used to create such an Excel file manually, do some filterization, and check my configuration this way, so I can see easily what I configured as required field for each state and lock field. The thing is that right now with this tool it is created automatically. Okay, on the right side we can see the process roles like Kappa full permission, Kappa quality engineer, Kappa view only, and so on. For each of the roles, you can say whether they have edit or view permission for each data field. So Kappa quality engineer can edit the assignee person for this Kappa, but of course he cannot change the date open, he can only view it. Below, some additional privileges per role. This is also a very familiar configuration in TrackWise. So you know whether a Kappa quality engineer can open a new process, reopen, assign, post activities, and so on. Very easy to track. Now, if you are a TrackWise developer, this is an excellent tool to track your your configuration to make sure it is built correctly. It's very easy to use and to follow your configuration. If you are going to do validation or PQ to TrackWise, this tool is actually your savior. It is going to save you a lot of time. The only way you can make sure the configuration is according to the requirement right now is to log into TrackWise and push the process state by state. Make sure that each of the fields is configured correctly as a required field or lock field. And then you have to redo it again, logged in as different role, in a different role each time, and make sure you have the right privileges for each of the fields. This is a long process, and with this tool you can sit at your desk and do it very quickly and very accurately. Effectiveness check, event, investigation, and so on. Okay, this was the analyze data feature. Okay, the last thing I want to show you is how we can add another environment. Let's start with removing one. Now we have only two. This application supports both SQL Server and Oracle databases. I recommend you to ask your DBA to give you a view-only user, so no risk to the database. Sorry. And that's it. Back to business. So hello again. This is mostly it for this version. From my side, this tool made a big difference in my project as the ROI is clear. Sure, I would love to hear your idea and your opinion about it, so feel free to contact me in any way. And that's it. Hope it wasn't too long. So goodbye from Israel. Bye-bye.